taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
But yeah, no, we have 2 cards coming up for next weekend. Obviously, the big fight for next weekend is the return of, oh my God, wow, Ryan Garcia. Facing.
I was about to say, like, hold on, is that Oscar Garcia? Who is this?
Like, you could not have sounded more zesty than I that was the weirdest. Like, oh my God, like,
yeah,
sound like it was San
Well,
Francisco.
that's how that nigga sounds to me, bro. That's
Welcome to San Francisco.
Oh God, like
Exactly what you sound like.
too much mango passion fruit like outbursts sounding shit on the podcast now. Like what the like. Yeah, y'all leave the voices alone. Like,
well, I do a whole bunch of voice impressions.
Ryan Garcia is a fucking bitch. Like, get some Rolly sounds impersonations in here to drown out the zestiness.
But now of course he's facing the now golden boy jobber extraordinaire Javier.
God damn, like y'all think he's just like mean.
Javier Fortuna.
Well,
This man called this nigga a jobber extraordinaire. Like
that's what he is basically. No, he's basically the new Gamboa.
But look how like Trout's a former champion. Look how skilled he is, and y'all niggas call him a jobber to the stars. Like y'all,
because he is. Because he do be jobbing. Like he got jobbed to Canelo. Wait. Nah,
the Canelo fight wasn't like he ain't get jobbed to Canelo. Like that was a legit fight. Nah, you can't be Canelo's first legit test and be jobbed to him.
That, and then of course Laura beat his ass, of course, and then
by the time he fought the Charlos, you could say he was getting jobbed to them niggas, but you can't up here talking about like Canelo and Cotto and.
Well, no, he beat Cotto's ass. So yeah, ain't no job there. Like he beat, and I'm glad the judges got it right that night. He beat the.
No, but so I've heard something that say he got jobbed to Cotto. Like,
yeah, that's some other shit. Like that's some crack smoke shit right there. Like, but
like he was just a hero for hire. Like he was Deadpool or some shit.
Yeah, but for Fortuna though, one thing Fortuna. Obviously, Dominican fighters are no peas. We always say, all Dominicans do, like, they can punch every single one of them. And Fortuna can actually punch. She can punch really hard. But for whatever reason, dude just never really puts it together. Years ago, dude, he held a belt. He was he held a 130 belt. And then he got knocked, and then he gets KO'd by Jason Sosa in a huge upset. The only knockout loss in his record for whatever reason. And then after that, he fights the low-level fights or the PBC, and then, he has the fight where he showed up to Robert Easter fight overweight and almost beats him. On top of that,
in an ugly fight, like that was
ugly
Robert
fight.
Easter ever looked. But that's the thing. Fortuna is like the Dominican Billy Joe Saunders.
And I can see that too, though. But the Granados fight,
he hit and miss. Like one day he'll look like a world beater, the next day he look like I don't know, like cannon fodder. Like,
because I remember too, the dude used to score some highlight reel knockouts on Friday night fights.
Facts. He used to really put dudes to sleep. So it's like, so when you started fighting bigger names, you're like, okay, he's a good test because I know he got some decent hand speed and he got some power. Like you was looking at him to be like a Kendall Holt type of dude.
Yeah, not even that. Like,
but not even, he ain't even turn out to that.
The Adrian Granados fight is where I was just like,
that's when he fell out the ring, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, he fell out the ring and they put him on a stretcher or something. But it seemed like it was kind of.
I think he was kind of milking it because Granados was getting
That was weird.
But after that, I kind of washed my hands of Fortuna, and he won fights after that. But I'm just like, I'm just waiting for the ball drops, and then he fights Jojo Diaz in a really good fight, and he loses that one.
And he's back. Yeah, we look because just to keep up with the comments and everything, and move this along.
Oh, someone said nothing conscious boxing.
That's Earn with Hearn.
Well, now, Earn with Hearn.
What did you say? What the hell did you say, Pilot?
No, he's trolling me. I know who.
Okay, what to say? I was like, damn, yo, it was like someone's already getting at it.
He's trolling me.
Nah, see, I'm sorry, I keep laughing at that shit. The way he said it, like he was so proper with it, like you know nothing.
Conscious boxing. Like, yeah, I hear that shit in my head too.
It's like your teacher just yelled at you, like you know nothing. You need to sit here and listen, and go to page 48 and read paragraph 1.
Yeah.
Let's see, Android 1983, great year by the way. LOL. Ryan needs a KO and a strong tank and a strong tank call out post fight. Espinoza had a take this week where he expressed they're going to aim for that towards the end of the year. He hinted at a rematch clause, with Showtime getting the first and the zone the second. I did see some tweets similar to Espinoza talking about they're going to try to focus on the tank fight. That and with you saying that, I agree. He needs to knock the hell out of Fortuna, or what's the name Pilot came up with?
Javier Fortuna.
But then too with Fortuna though, and then I know you guys watch the same videos that I have. Like you see the training videos that Ryan's been putting out lately, like the heavy bag video.
Oh Lord, not when he's pushing the right hand.
That right hand looks horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yo, why is his right hand? I mean, it's like, did he injure that shit? I was like, why is he pushing that right hand like that? And then for whatever reason, dude likes to use that snake bag. Like I don't even use a snake bag. Like why? Like what is it about the snake bag he likes to use so much in his
you hold on, you mean the double end bag?
Nah, the snake bag.
What
Nah. The shit that's not the double end bag, because he doesn't use a traditional double end. He uses the snake bag, the bag that goes back and forth, like on a fucking stand. That's a snake bag.
Are you talking about the Fierce Flex shit?
Yeah, that shit.
Okay, because I never heard the term snake bag, so I was just, I'm a creative nigga, so I'm thinking of all weird shit in my snake.
Yeah,
bag.
no, that
fuck?
like,
yeah. Is it like shaped like a cobra? Does it attack you? Like,
well, it comes back to you if you hit it. But yeah, it's not double end bag. Trust me, I know what I would say. Double end
shit, I make the heavy bag come back to me too. Shit, like I make all the bags come back. Look. I make the mitts come back too. Like I just have to make sure. Like we talking about the same shit.
Yeah, no, but it's just like it's like I mean, obviously, it's still a risk, even though Fortuna's name. Funny thing, he's not even past it. It's just like he has no momentum really behind him. That's the thing.
He couldn't beat up a blown up lightweight in his last fight, so he's supposed to beat up a real lightweight, and who's supposed to be the next, who has knockout power.
I do agree with Android though that I think Ryan will need to KO like a defiant win.
Because he didn't get one last time, so he needed.
Yeah, that to-go fight was mid. Like he did. He didn't look good.
And the fight was too trash for him to be talking about other people's mid performances.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like,
Haney's not a killer. Okay, buddy.
Yeah, Haney. Haney won his biggest fight, and he controls the division that you're in now. So it's like, so you can't be doing this, and you can't even knock out.
And whether Haney could have been fighting Joe Blow, but the fact that you look mid yourself, it's just you can't like. If Ryan Garcia just knocked somebody out, he could say that.
Right.
But you had a fight where you looked like, you couldn't get out a guy who wasn't trying to fight you.
Against a Tahoe that had fucking 2-year layoff. Nah, stop that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you can't talk about that. Like when McCarron was talking about, I think people being boring, then I'm like, okay, you had like a fight of the year, last year. Yeah, you can talk your shit, but
right.
If Arturo Gotti said somebody wasn't exciting, he has the right. He had the right to say that.
Exactly.
So
But
that's
when you
all
come
I'm
out here,
saying.
but when you come out here going 12 rounds with someone who didn't even look at least bothered by anything you were throwing at him,
Yeah.
and
Like, they didn't even run from you. It wasn't like, you know, when like Jermaine Taylor landed that uppercut on Joppy,
yeah,
and then after that, Joppy just ran for the rest of the fight.
yeah, he did.
It's like you didn't even have one of those moments. Like,
Yeah,
dude just stayed with you a little bit and just defended and was like, "Yeah, let me pop you with a jab, whatever." It's like, I'm not afraid of you.
And the funny thing is too is Fortuna is a better I think he's a better boxer than Ryan. He's just but Fortuna's like I mean he hits just as hard too. I mean Fortuna's like
he don't hit as hard as fucking Ryan Garcia.
I didn't lightweight at the lower weight. Yes.
Yeah,
he was cracking that junior lightweight.
Yeah. You know, but I mean that power could still be there. I mean, it's always gonna be. I mean, because like I said, Ryan.
Well, you know what it is? It's the way Ryan Garcia takes punches. So you know what? Because it ain't always about the power. Because remember, people say Conlon don't have no power, but tell fucking Lee Wood Conlon don't have no power.
Yeah, who was almost flattened, you know.
So it ain't about like if you catching punches flush and clean, and somebody's throwing the punch with torque and leverage and putting the hip and everything into the shot, then yeah, motherfucker can hurt you. And he can mark your face up and he can drop you. So yeah, the fight's interesting. Don't get me wrong. It should be exciting for how long it lasts, but
yeah,
Ryan Garcia has to take care of business. Like, he can't have no stumbling blocks. Even if he has a Luke Campbell moment, then the Tank fight is as good as done.
Right.
So you know what? Let's have a Tank. Let's have a camp. What's the name? What I just said.
Yeah. Basically, Ryan Garcia gotta look like how Benavidez looked against Lemieux.
Yeah, he has to absolutely take
or have a Luke Campbell moment that he overcomes again, and then people see he's still vulnerable and fights get made.
Right.
Because I think they really, because look, if Haney and Kambosos and Lomachenko, if they're all doing their thing, the two biggest money makers, they gotta do their thing. And Tank is running out of options right now.
Very much so.
See, he could fight the Muhammad Rivera.
Yep.
But the name ain't big enough, and that only works if you would have had like a double header with him. If PBC was smart, the next time they have a Tank fight, Rivera needs to be in the co-main.
Right.
I would try to have him fight Cruz and do it as whoever wins gets to get the fight with Tank next. Easy sell. Like that's the thing. PBC got to learn how to build up opponents for their guys. But since they haven't really done that, you leave Tank and Garcia right now. If they could make that fight, that's easily one of the biggest fights in boxing. If it's a fucking pay-per-view, it does $1 million plus. And if somebody wanted to buy TV rights and they did it on regular free TV, it does Super Bowl numbers.
Yes, sir.
And Haney posted a pic of Kambosos' face on his IG story today. And it looked like he was putting a human-sized washing machine for an hour on max speed. Oh shit, that's crazy. Cause I remember as kids, like, you know, I used to go hide and seek, and jump in the dryers and shit. Like, I could just imagine somebody turning that motherfucker on. And you pull Kambosos out of that. Oh man, that's crazy. Damn. But yeah, so what, Ryan Garcia by like 8th round KO.
Ryan Garcia by 8th round KO. I got Ryan Garcia.
That's the exact round for me. 8th.
Damn. I was first this time, ho.
We're gonna do prices right. I'll say 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7-2.
God damn. Okay, like light skinned niggas winning today. Okay.
You know, but it's just more or less. I mean, Miko said, like, dude. I mean, Fortuna is a live dog, For this,
course.
I think I saw his odds. Like he's a plus 500 underdog. Fortuna. You know, so if you
because he's hit and miss, man. Because look, man, like he's not gonna. He has a chance because Ryan Garcia don't have JoJo Diaz's boxing ability. And remember, JoJo had him hurt. If JoJo was a bigger puncher or was busier later, he could have got Fortuna out of there.
Right.
Ryan Garcia. If they start trading, oh man, I mean, low key, I'm kind of looking forward to this now. But
yeah, I mean, like I said, because pretty much it's gonna really influence what goes on in the future. I mean, for Garcia, Ryan needs to win this fight by a definitive knockout, in order, because like I said, because Oscar needs to ship him off somewhere, because Oscar doesn't have anything in-house for him anymore. Like he doesn't, for the type of hype that Ryan Garcia has. Like he has to.
Neither one. Like the Tank Garcia fight has to happen.
Yeah. JoJo Diaz is the only one I think on the stable. He's not going to match him up with William Zepeda right now, so forever. So
yeah, exactly. So it's just like you get
no point. If you're gonna get Ryan Garcia beat up, do it against Tank.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So it's just like you gotta win this fight, and you gotta win this fight big, and then we'll see what type of capping will come off in the post-fight interview, whether if he really wants Tank or not. I mean, because
clout.
Yeah.
I think they'll make it like they have to. Like you can't. No, if the fight don't get made, it's because somebody gets injured.
Mm-hmm.
And he's right. And Android's right again. Like Garcia Fortuna is big for the sport because we need that summer highlight reel KO that will go viral. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. I mean, Ryan
not like a good summertime KO.
So, yep.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting because Fortuna for the most part is pretty sturdy. I mean, he's like, outside of the bullshit that he pulled in the Granados fight, yes, I'm still holding that against him. Because dude, I think he played it up too much. But like I said, he's only been knocked out once, and it took someone 11 rounds, and it took someone like a comeback win to actually pull that shit off. So it's like, Fortuna.
But Ryan Garcia, man, with Gould sitting in this corner and he gonna be punched. Well, I don't know about that right hand, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think it has to be a bias. Like, you gotta hope that Ryan Garcia still kept that left hook to the body shit that he learned from being in the Canelo camp and everything like that, because he's probably gonna need it, because that right hand doesn't look like it's gonna do shit.
if he got any Mexican in his body, he ain't never gonna forget no damn left hook to the body.
Right.
Man, he can forget everything else from that damn camp.
Right.
I hope he forgets all types of teas and burritos and whatever the fuck they was doing over there.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely look forward to this fight. I know DAZN looks forward to it, because I know DAZN definitely probably wants to put him on a DAZN pay-per-view pretty soon. And because
these niggas in these fucking pay-per-views, like, yo, chill.
Yeah, they need to chill, especially on that because I pay for. Like, I don't need no fucking pay-per-view for
it. App review.
Yeah, app review.
Like that's what that shit is now. It's app review. Like, exactly. I got this app, but then I pay for this app, but then the app wants me to pay for an app within the app to show me something that I should be getting for free because I'm getting the app.
Exactly.
Like, what? He's like, yeah, man, it's appception.
Right. But at least obviously, at least the card is cool. You got, they have the usual GB stalwarts. Alexis Rocha is on there, Lamont Roche is on there, and Diego De La Hoya, Oscar's cousin's on there. So like this, like I said, Golden Boy for the most part, they do make they make entertaining.
Best undercards in the game, bar none.
Yeah. So there's definitely gonna be things to watch before that fight. So. Yeah, we'll definitely be tuning in, and also too, just to mention it before we go into our rap music, portion. There was also a Top Rank card on Friday of all times. It's actually, truthfully, it's not even a bad fight. It's very minor league. You have Arnold Barboza Jr. and Danielito Zorrilla, fighting both undefeated prospects. It's a really good fight, actually. for them. You know, it just sucks that they're having it on a Friday or whatever. I mean, Barboza, we've been waiting for him to get himself into a big fight. I mean, dude is probably overdue for a big fight.
Facts.
I mean, obviously, he got to see.
We thought we were going to see him Barboza against Teofimo, but that didn't happen.
Right. I mean, and Barboza, like I said, Barboza's, you know, he has, you know, for like people who's being, obviously he knocked out Mike Alvarado brutally. You know, he sent Alex Saucedo into retirement. He has wins over William Silva and Antonio Moran. Like he has really good wins. You know, but yeah, he just needs the opportunity.
Yeah, he's not getting promoted because it's like this fight has like it's not even on the radar like that.
And it really should be, you know, because Barboza
undefeated prospect clash, like
and then Zarria too. I mean, Zarria's coming off knocking out Pablo Cesar Cano in 2 rounds, like I mean, brutally.
Oh yeah. Damn. All right, so who we got in this one then?
Yeah, I mean, I want to pick Zarria for some reason. Like Zarria is the bigger puncher, so you know, I might go with him, but I might go with him by decision. You know, but like I said, this is actually low key one of, you know, it's a tough fight. Like it's tough for both men. Like I mean, this is like, you know, somebody's gonna go on to a bigger fight if they win. But yeah, I might go with Zarria on this one.
Yeah, 140 is crazy. So this one will do big things for the winner of this.
You going with Barboza? Who you gonna go with, Barboza? Or
I think I'm gonna go with Barboza. I think Barboza will pull it off
by decision.
Decision, yeah. Barboza by decision.
Yeah.
Pete, what about you?
Barboza UD.
I think that's like the. Yeah, Barboza hasn't knocked anyone out in a while, if I'm not mistaken, unless I'm.
Yeah, he's not really a KO.
And knocked out anybody notable, really. No.
Except Mike Alvarado.
Yeah.
It's been a while since he knocked out somebody. But it's a really good fight.
I mean, he definitely punches hard and he throws a lot of punches. So
yeah, he does.
When somebody does those 2 things, you know, it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely does. I mean, like I said, Alex Saucedo, you know,
he didn't knock out Moran, but Moran got knocked out by Haney. You know, the feather-fisted puncher, allegedly.
Right, right.
I mean, styles make fights.
I was looking forward to Keyshawn on this card, but he's pulling out again.
Yeah, Keyshawn was supposed to be on this card, but instead, we're getting Raymond Muratalla instead. You know, who's one of the top ranked prospects, 14-12 knockouts.
130. He fights a lightweight too, I think. 135.
Just looked. His last KO, Barboza's last KO was in 2019 against William Silva.
Oh yeah, that was a knockout. I do remember watching that one. Yeah, and then of course, Yeah, and of course Richard Torres Jr. on there, and Richard Torres obviously I'm not really high on because he just it's a heavyweight special, heavyweight special attraction. Top ranked science for prospects. They make them fight, but yeah, that one.
Isn't he a silver medalist?
Yeah, he is a silver medalist.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
he's undersized. He's kind of undersized for heavyweight though.
Yeah, he basically looks like a heavier Beck the Bully to me.
Damn.
That's not exactly a ringing endorsement.
Nah,
exactly. Yeah. And then of course, there's also Stephen Shaw, who is a legit heavyweight prospect, and then Floyd Cashflow Diaz is also on there too. So, it's a typical top rank card. A lot of prospects.
What time?
On Friday, right?
Yeah, it's 9:00. Starts at 9. The main card starts at 9.
I mean, I don't know how my day gonna be on that day. I'll try to see Saturday fight, but Friday I can't. No promises.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like I said, it's one of those things. Top ranked prospect undercard, and then then you have a serious main event. So that's the way.
I do want to see the main event. Like somebody could get the. I guess when it's done, LINK.
Yes. Well, I mean, we'll see.
yeah. That's definitely a good. A good style clash.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just reading before going to the rap portion. I'm just reading Android Andrew number 1983. So that's a long screen name, bro. Like you might have to start shortening into that shit. I'm about to call you 83.
I'm calling him Android.
I'm calling him Android. Yeah, Android.
Yeah, because he mentioned we had the last Garcia fight on the Zone pay-per-view here in Canada. It was a test run for them, I guess. It was weird. Only country that had that as a pay-per-view, so it had to be a test. What the fuck was that?
My bad. My cell phone. I forgot to put it on mute, nigga.
This nigga sounded like some Go-Go Power Ranger shit.
It's a Clanarchy sample, actually. It's fire. Trust me.
Word. But no, Garcia, Ryan Garcia, that to go for, honestly, Canadians be suffering the worst when it comes to these pay-per-views. That country shows them no love for, when it comes to their boxing. Like, UFC, but boxing, like, y'all be having to pay-per-view for some real bullshit sometimes. Not just the Zone either. It's like stuff that's on Showtime and ESPN too. I know. But yeah, it was I hopefully that that this Garcia fight isn't on Canadian pay-per-view up there. Because it's definitely not on pay-per-view in the US, that's for damn sure. But yeah, those are the fights for next weekend. Obviously, we'll see how those play out. Like, 140 contender fight, and then obviously a fight that could lead the way to an either bigger fight this year, with Ryan Garcia, if he bodies Javier Fortuna or not. So we'll see how that goes. But it's for our final segment of